starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
They'll run it. Here's the rookie from Ohio State.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
They'll throw with May. Got a man. It's Kayshon Boutte.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down. To the right side, this is Henderson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 30 before being taken down. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
That's another Patriots first down. It's a gain of 23 yards.
To the air, May.
Hunter Henry. Now the ball comes loose. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
It's another first down on a big gainer there, 33 yards.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
20! Real. Hey, alert! What's that?
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. To the left side. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And I guess we're back to square one. A rocky start here. A turnover followed by a turnover.
Not exactly what we expected going into the game, but I always wonder about the nerves and people starting, the emotions of the game. Sometimes it takes a little while for that to play out, for them to settle in. Let's hope that that's taken care of now.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12.
At the 10-yard line.
To throw, it's May.
Over the middle, complete. That's Henry. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Henderson running straight ahead. And that to the 30. It'll be second down.
Well, this defense for the Buccaneers very strong in that victory a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
His first catch, good for 9 in the first down.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, New England.
Henderson now on first and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Vita Vea stopped that play in its tracks. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up second and 12.
Looking to throw. May. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. But now it's third down.
You look at this defense for Tampa Bay.
And they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's a first down and then some, a 32-yard pickup.
First down. It's a gain of 32. And the Patriot first down.
Here's May. Now he'll tuck this and run.
They'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you.
To the sideline and incomplete.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
2 yards to go.
Henderson will try and run for the first. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Just to pick up a 3, but that is indeed enough.
Patriots first down. First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. A give for Henderson running to the right. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop it behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Throwing here is May. Gets this complete to Bunte.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 63 yards receiving for him now, and that last catch good enough for a first down.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Looking to throw.
May looking to run.
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling, held it to an okay gain.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Hey, alert, alert! 20!
Here's Mayfield.
They're going to find the open man. That's complete.
And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. That is incomplete. The Buccaneers at 6-2 to start play. And they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
180.
To throw, Mayfield. That is caught. Now he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play that time on a catch and run. And it's going to yield a new set of downs. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Mayfield now. And this is incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
180.
Now Mayfield. Down to the 10. And all the way down to the 5. 3rd catch in his first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
5 yards from the end zone, 1st and goal.
180.
Evans has it left side. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a 2-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Irving. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. White. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. He loses 4, and it brings up 4.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it.
180. What's that?
The quick throw, and Mayfield completes it. A great open field tackle is going to stop him shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone, and the Patriots get the football back. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they take over in a precarious spot here, albeit after forcing the fumble at the goal line. This is safety territory as they start from their own 1. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 2nd down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted.
one, Winfield Jr.
And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for Buccaneer TV.
Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets him on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick six.
And I know from experience throughout the week when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick sixes and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Marcus Jones.
And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Patriots. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs, as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And with a one-point lead, you'd have to think they'll be looking just to get this to halftime. The pass is caught by Cade Otton.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Hey, alert 33. 180. What's that?
Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield.
They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's second down.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
And he pulls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Mike Evans in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Buccaneers will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is up to 8.
14. Patriots 6. Chase McLaughlin to kick off.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. May looking to run.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10
at their own 23.
On the ground, it's Irving to start the drive.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
So we thought maybe they would have a chance to extend this lead on the opening drive of the second half. Instead, they cough it up.
Obviously not an ideal start when you're trying to get a little separation, and I can guarantee that they talked about that in the locker room. Let's get out there, start this quarter the right way. Let's try to put some points on the board and create some space.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's May.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Look in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, New England.
Douglas, the man in motion. From the shotgun, it's May. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now.
Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
Let's see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
41 yards rushing for him now to this point.
And remember, this is a running back that fumbled on the previous drive, but fortunately for them, nothing came of it. And I think when that happens, sometimes coaches can lean a little more on forgive and forget. So he's right back out there and running again.
Now inside the 25. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down at the 2. So close.
A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 56 yards on the ground. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
180! What's up?
Throwing, Mayfield.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal?
They'll run with Irving.
And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Bucky Irving, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
McLaughlin for the extra point. I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
And Gibson decides against bringing it out.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
And the last time out, they had the good drive going to get in the red zone. They throw the interception. Not their first pick of the game either, so we'll see if they're more careful, more cautious here on this drive.
Yeah, nothing worse than repeat mistakes, right? You end up coughing the ball up, you end up throwing a pick, everything goes awry. And now, points don't go up on the board. I just heard a fan scream out. I thought the idea was to score points. Yeah, they're getting a little restless, too.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
Quick throw knocked away and incomplete. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
He's got his target. That's complete.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Give him 32 on the play.
That's good for our Patriots. 1st down. It's a gain of 32.
On play action, May.
He's got the hook up with Diggs. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
1st and 10.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
On the handoff, Henderson. And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, it's not time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Hey, what's up?
They go play action now. May.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
It was starting to become a game for him to forget with the interceptions, but that's a step in the right direction. Not only did he choose to run it instead, but he saw the field well and made a nice pickup to get a new set of downs.
Play action, May.
And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Austin Hooper, his 1st touchdown on the year.
And the Patriots are back within a score.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So the Patriot offense stays out there, and they'll line up and go for 2.
Crazy.
The Patriots will
May going to try and throw for it. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
And he will get into the end zone to cut the deficit down to 4.
Patriots 20.
The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away.
And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum is sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
180!
They'll stay on the ground with Irvin. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive.
Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
20!
Mayfield looks to throw. Open man is got it. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
On 1st and 10, here's Irvin. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
2nd down and 8.
180!
Mayfield. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Marcus Jones picks it down the left sideline.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
So that, Charles, obviously just a game changer here this 4th quarter, and they're an extra point away from stealing the lead.
And stealing is the absolute right word for it, because that'll wake up your sideline, won't it, partner?
Well, there's still time remaining, but boy, I mean, you think about it, you go from an offense with a lead in the ball trying to salt things away to a completely different scenario now after the return for a score.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And they have to try and move past that pick 6 because now they're dealing with a 4th quarter deficit. And they need this drive to end in points.
Back to it after the pick 6. Mayfield. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes.
Keon White able to record his 5th sack of the season.
They were looking for a big play in this comeback situation, and they call play-action pass, and it backfires. If you're going to run that play this late in the game, you have to have a plan in mind to avoid the sack. Throw it away, scramble, do something, but don't go down in your own backfield.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mayfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play, but sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one, weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Zabuka, he's got it.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. So into Pats territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. Run, run, run.
Mayfield to throw it. He finds his target. It's Evans. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 more on that one and another first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and we're watching them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
King.
Mayfield with it once more. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
From the gun, Mayfield. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Emeka Egbuka. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Buccaneers answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
The Bucs will set up for the 2-point conversion.
Mayfield going to try to throw for the 2. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more.
Patriots 21.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit. We decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only second and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
Now inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England.
Touchdown, New England.
Trevion Henderson, 57 yards. And the Patriots are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And this one over the back line of the end zone where they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try and grab that lead back. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
And a first down. First and 10 at the 49.
Once again, it's Irvin. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 126 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
There's a short one taken in by Otten.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Here's a 2nd and 7. Baker going to give it to Irving.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here.
20.
Mayfield to throw.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
4th down.
Oh, boy, this sets up for a huge call now on 4th down because you can try the long field goal, you could go for it, or you could punt and play for overtime. I am so glad, partner, that I don't have to make those kind of decisions. Let's see what they decide.
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. And this is taken in at the 5. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Mike Evans with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Bucs answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Back to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game. A critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality ones like that. That could finish things off for them.
He throws it on the move but can't connect as that falls incomplete. Well, this crowd is making an impact right now. 3rd and 10.
Back to throw.
May looking to run.
And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. One thing that makes him so tough in these 2-minute drills, you got to take into consideration he's mobile.
And that's a big plus for him, but he also has to be careful with that mobility. Sometimes getting rid of the ball and stopping the clock is more important.
Oh, he had to force it there on 4th down, and it's intercepted.
And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
It's a turnover on downs.
Set. 180. What's that?
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
2nd and 11 now.
Set. 180. Let's get 2. Start.
Straight ahead, it's Irving.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11.
Mayfield. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here's Riley Dixon now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
This is 1st and 10.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
Probably time for 2 more shots, and ideally, they'd like to get the midfield or so they have a chance at a Hail Mary on the final play.
They'll look to throw.
May looking to run.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Logan Hall fighting through and dropping him for the sack.
It's 3rd down.
Let's go. Right here. Let's go.
Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up, it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So for Tampa Bay, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, it was a game they really needed as they drop back to 4-6. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.